Greetings. I'm Emily Bretthauer, and I'm filling in for Pastor Eric while he's on vacation. This is Wakening Grace. So this past Tuesday morning, on August 18th, the house was strangely quiet as all four of my children logged onto their computers and began their school year. They have begun the navigation of this year's online distance learning. So I sat at the kitchen table, was ready to help troubleshoot any technical difficulties. But they did great. And more importantly, we all survived. While some of life is on hold, much of life is finding a new way to do the usual thing. The children in our district started school online. And while it's different, they'll start learning new ways of doing school. And we can agree or disagree about whether things are better online or not, but what I suspect we can agree on is that these children and their teachers are flexible and resilient. They are moving forward and adapting, all of it with a lot of grace for one another. Grace is the word that kept coming to mind on that first day. The kindergartners are trying their best. I have one in my house, but they haven't quite mastered the mute button, so they talk out of turn and over one another. But this isn't uncommon because inside the classroom, they just blurt out instead of having a button. So some things are the same, even online. But their teacher has such grace for these littles who are learning so much in this new world. And most of the parents I know have grace for their children's teachers too. In this new world where many teachers have been teaching, maybe 20 years, so many of them feel like they are back in their very first year of teaching. Where is it that we need grace? Where do we need it in our own lives? Because we are learning and growing and stumbling along the way. And where do we need to offer it to others? Because someone else near us is also learning and growing and perhaps blundering into us. I know I blunder a bit, and I suspect we all do. And I am so appreciative of those who extend that grace to me because I emotionally bumped into them. And I am so glad for a God who gives us grace because, God knows the extent of my enormous blunders for which there is no way to make amends. So today, I am thankful for the teachers, especially those kindergarten teachers. They remind me of the need to offer and receive grace. We are all learning and growing in some way, which means we are all making a mistake or two along the way as well. And I'm thankful that there is grace for those mistakes. Will you pray with me? God, help me continue learning and growing, and when I bump into others, help me apologize and ask for forgiveness. But even more, help me extend grace and understanding to all those around me who are doing the same. We are your grateful people. Amen.